So we are going to study now metals and non-metals. Now metals and non-metals are obviously two opposite things, and we have heard a lot about metals, we have heard a lot about non-metals, how do metals react, how do non-metals react, but one basic thing which we didn't learn was what are metals and what are non-metals. We don't have a specific definition as such for metals or for non-metals. Rather, they are, or you might have had definitions like metals are substances which give electron to become a positive ion, and non-metals are substances which accept electron to become negative ions. But that's not the true definition, because there are many exceptions to that. Actually, metals and non-metals are decided, if you get a substance, then whether it is a metal or a non-metal is decided by its physical and chemical properties. You can't say for sure by just looking at a definition whether it is a metal or it is a non-metal. You have to see a set of properties which defines whether it is a metal or a non-metal. So what are these properties? Let us first look at some physical properties. Now, physical properties of metals versus non-metals. Now, one thing you must have seen that all the metals, when you think of a metal, you think of something very shiny, a shiny surface, you can look, you can see your image in it or something like that. So metals, if you have noticed, will generally have a shining surface. Like if you take iron, or iron will not have such a shining surface. If you take steel, for example, steel is an alloy of iron and nickel and chromium and stuff. So steel will have a very shining surface, and gold, silver obviously are shining. Then you have other metals also, like copper. Copper is very shiny. Zinc is also shiny. So metals will have a very shiny look, which is called in terms of chemistry a luster. That means that the luster means the shine which the metals have on their surfaces. And on the other hand, non-metals do not have luster. If you see carbon, if you see coal, does it shine? No. If you see iodine powder, does it shine? No. Nothing, I mean non-metals generally do not shine. First of all, non-metals are not, you can't find many solid non-metals as such. Most of them exist as gases at room temperature. And the ones which are solid, they do not shine. Sorry, iodine shines, that is an exception. Sorry. Iodine does shine, iodine does have luster. But carbon and other solid non-metals will have no luster. Then another thing is that when you think of a metal, you think of something very hard which you cannot break. So metals have another property of being hard. And non-metals, as you know, coal, carbon, it will be a powder. So, and even iodine in this case is powder. So they are not hard. Then again, you must have seen that sheets which are used for, I mean, some sort of some purposes, they will be mostly metal sheets. Like you will have steel sheets, iron sheets, gold sheets. You can have gold sheets also, you can have silver sheets also. So metals have this property that if you have a lump of some metal and you start beating it with a hammer, so what does this lump do? It is hard, it will not break. So when you beat it with a hammer, it will just deform, and you keep beating it, it will keep deforming until it forms a sheet sort of a structure. You keep beating a metal, you keep beating it for hours and hours, then you will see that it has finally become flat and it has spread out like a sheet. So this property of metals, which is the property that they can be beaten by hammers or by anything into sheets, that property is known as malleability. That is, can be beaten up into sheets. And non-metals, you can just take the opposite of what metals have. In case of non-metals, they do not possess malleability. If you take a piece of carbon, you hit it with a hammer, it will break. It will never get formed into sheets. Then, like malleability, you have another property that metals can be drawn into long wires. You will see that your wires which are used for electricity, they will be copper wires, because first of all copper is a very good conductor of electricity. Actually silver is a better conductor of electricity than copper, but silver is very expensive, so it is not used. So they are copper wires. And why is it copper? Because copper is a metal, and metals can be drawn into long wires without breaking. And this property of metals is known as ductility. And on the other hand, non-metals do not possess ductility. And one more thing, gold and silver are the most malleable and ductile materials out of all the metals. Because gold and silver, not because, it means that gold and silver can be beaten up into sheets, and they can be beaten up into the thinnest of sheets without breaking, and they could be drawn into long and thin wires without breaking.